plan a girl's trip from Atlanta, Georgia to Cambodia. And you look up the tickets through Delta, $1,500. And you say, you know what, that's too much. But you in this Facebook group, and Asia in this Facebook group says she can get you a half-off flight, right? So instead of you paying $1,500, you pay $750. You get to the airport, you confused because they tell you to step out the line and now the police coming. Now you looking confused. I don't understand what you're confused about. Asia don't work for the airline. Asia took your $750, pocketed that money, used somebody else's credit card to purchase those tickets. I don't understand, like, every couple of months y'all be into some scheming, scamming shit and be so confused when they finna haul your ass off. Like, I don't understand. We can't be the new adults. Listen, the fact of the matter is this. The point of the matter is this. You get a half-off flight, but you go to whole jail. That's it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and I am so happy that you guys are here. But before we start anything, please don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and I will have many more of these TikTok tales to tell you. So, welcome. Guys, we need to talk about this because there is no way that y'all really out here doing this. Not you guys. My viewers, I know you guys are smart. Them, there ain't no way. This y'all can't be the new adults. Half off flights, half off rent, half off Uber. Where are y'all getting these 50% from? Because this, every day is a sale apparently that I don't know about. And I love me a good sale. But let's dig into this half off stuff, because just listening to the first guy's explanation is like, it doesn't push me to want to do it because it already sounds like a scam. But let's go see what these new generation adults are doing, because apparently I'm out of the loop.
Arrested at the airport because I was doing a half-off flight. When y'all see people posting half-off flights, no, it ain't no half-off bail when that bail is up there. So basically, the day before yesterday, before I had called my flight, before I even had booked my flight, I seen that the flight was $849. I'm not finna pay $849. Or at least not right now, I'm not. Holidays, no, I'm not. So I seen this dude, he been posting half-off flights for the whole past year. I've been following him for a minute. I've been seeing that people actually been getting the flights done and doing what they needed to do. But, like it always go, God always gotta show an example with me. He always gotta show the example with me. I'm always the one he gonna show it with. So I'm walking up in the airport. I get through the security, everything, boarding pass, whoa. So now, as I get up to the gate, like we about to start boarding, I showed her my boarding pass. She starts telling me it's saying the boarding pass was refunded or, no. She couldn't find, this is how it went at first. She said she couldn't find the boarding pass. The boarding pass is not uploading, like it's not coming up. Is there anything else I can show her? Some type of shit like that. So now I'm like, no, this is all I can, like, what are you talking about? So then she ends up telling me that I need to go to the front desk, like I need to go to the American Airline people part and ask them what's going on so they can have the ticket printed out or some shit like that. So as I'm walking up there, I start noticing that I see two police officers, like.
Okay, I just want to chime in real quick. My thing is, like, I always notice that when people know they're doing something wrong, they always notice the cops. They always have a feeling that someone is following them. But if you know you didn't do nothing wrong, you mind your business, you don't even notice those things. But I noticed the cops. Okay, whatever. I'm done.
Like, not too far behind from me. Well, I'm thinking like they just there for security measures and shit like that. It's the airport. So now, as I get up to the front desk, I'm asking the lady, like, you know, what's going on with my ticket. She starts asking me for my confirmation number and all of that. So I'm giving her my confirmation number. I'm giving her everything she needs. Next thing you know, the officers come walking right up behind me asking me, hey, are you stated my name? And I said yes. And they asked me if I was having any issues with booking my ticket, like with my ticket being booked. I said yes, I do. For some reason I can't board right now. Then they go and say, was the card you used under your name? I just said no, I had a friend book it for me. They ended up saying, well, we need you to get that friend on the phone right now so we can confirm that this is his card numbers, because as of right now, it's pushed back for fraudulent activity, so that's why you're not able to get on your flight. So now I'm blowing up his phone, nothing's going through, like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was really this half-off flight shit. And after like 15 minutes of him not answering, they sat there with me. They told me that I had to put my hands behind my back and that I was getting arrested for some fraud shit and identity theft. And yeah, I just got off this morning, but that half-off flight shit, this is not valid. No.
My thing is, you didn't need common sense to know that it's not valid. And on top of that, if I was a scammer and I already know I done scammed you off of $400 and something or more, and I already know this is the day you're going to catch the flight, and I see you blowing up my phone, you think I'm going to pick up? No, you're blocked. I'm done. We're not going to do business together. We're done here, because obviously something didn't go through, but all I know is I got my money and good luck to you. But this is just ridiculous. But we're going to take a quick peek of what these pages look like on Facebook.
Hear about these half off. Let me small up myself so I can see really what I'm going. So you see people talking about getting locked up for half off flights or whatever it is, right? You're able to go on Facebook, because this is what they're doing. They're creating Facebook groups, so you could go in. I went into the first group. I'm in the third group, the fourth group, because I want to see what's going on in there. And they're like, oh, somebody commented about $85 and getting $1,500 to like use live online. But you guys are, my thing is, you guys, the people who are doing this, like, they don't care, because the people, they're taking your information and putting on this. So whenever whoever reports their card, it's coming back to the person who's placing the order, which is you, whoever that chooses to do this. And so people are getting locked up. So yeah, you guys could go see what's going on in here.
I completely agree with her. You know, like, it's all under your name. Even though you didn't physically do the crime, this is a crime. Let's just put that out there. If someone hasn't figured this out, this is a crime. Even though you didn't physically put the information in, or you didn't physically have the card to do whatever you're trying to get 50% half off of, it's still going to come back to you. Whoever you got this information from, the half off man or half off woman, they're walking away scotch-free. You don't know who they are. All you know is you got the information off a Facebook page. They could have just used any old picture and they're good. You're going to get incriminated at the end of the day. You're the one that's going to go to jail. And trust me, you can't call them and say, can you get me a half off bail either? Because they're the bail's bondsman that gives 50% off of already getting this 10% that you're going to get from this bail's bond. This can't be real. Let's look at one more story. This one's about a half off Uber. That's just ridiculous to me. Like, if you can't afford the Uber, you don't need to be going nowhere. You stay home until you can get that Uber, because just getting half off of Uber, I think is just absolutely crazy to me. Like, my thing is, if I don't have the funds for something, I don't go nowhere. If I know I can't afford it, I don't buy it. If I know that there isn't a legitimate discount coupon code that I could put in, and not somebody from the block that knows that can get me a discount, I'm not doing it. I'm scared of jail. I don't know about y'all. I'm scared of jail. I'm scared. But this new generation, they're not scared. It sounds fun for them. Me? No, I'm scared. But let's listen to this story.
Keep seeing everybody talk about the things that they would not get with the half off people. Like, they're saying they wouldn't get flights, they wouldn't pay their bills, they wouldn't do this and that, and they'll only get Ubers, etc., etc. But let me tell you this, T. Your girl almost got arrested getting a half off Uber, y'all. Them people almost got me. Almost was like, for So one day I was trying to go into the city. I live in New York. I was trying to go into the city, and I live in Brooklyn. So if anybody knows, like, Uber into the city is probably like where I live at, probably run me like a good $60-$70. So I was like, let me try my little half of Uski. I usually never get them that far, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't be too much on them because they do too much for me. I don't like to wait in 2 hours to get my Uber. Like, nigga, I want to go. Like. So I hit my Uber person up. I'm talking to them. Them niggas rude as hell. They don't really hold a conversation. It's just straight to the details. Cool, I sent him the bread. I probably paid half the price, so like $40. And he's like, cool, wait, I'm gonna send somebody. So I probably wait, 45 minutes to an hour like them niggas always do. He tells me my Uber's outside, and then when I get outside, the Uber canceled. First red flag. So now he keep trying to give me an Uber. We on like Uber number 3. Cool, this shit finally comes. So I get into the Uber, my cute little fit, thinking shit is fine and fucking dandy. And we don't get nowhere but 2 blocks away from my house. And somebody's calling the Uber. Like, so the Uber driver answers the phone, and there's this man. I can hear the person on the other line like going off, like, oh, whoever you have in an Uber, this is not their car, this is not their account. Somebody hacked my account. Whoever's in that Uber, you need to kick them out the Uber, kick them out the Uber.
So we're just going to talk about how she completely ignored the first red flag that she even called her red flag. The half off Uber person basically called her an Uber. Uber's on the way, the Uber got canceled. And then she said they're like on their 3rd Uber, and then the Uber finally gets there. Like, if we have to do this at least 3 times, we're not doing this. The first time I'm testing it out, it didn't work. We're not doing this because clearly something didn't go through. And what they say, 3rd time's the charm. We're about to find out 3rd time's the charm because no, I'm okay. I'm not trying to go to jail for $40, but okay.
So now the Uber driver turns around and looks at me and was like, I don't know who this is. Somebody keeps calling me saying that this is their card and somebody's charging their car for Uber. I'm like, charging their car for Uber? Sir, I'm pleading my case. I'm like, this is my Uber, sir. Whoever's calling you, they trying to hack my account. This is my Uber. Like, I just paid that woman how much bread?
The fact that she did that with such a serious face, that ain't her first time. Like, dang well that's not your Uber. Dang well that ain't your card. Honestly, if I was an Uber driver, I would have just been like, what name is on the pickup? Because it'll tell you. And if she can't tell you, obviously not your Uber, not your card. But let's continue.
There's no way this Uber driver is about to not take me to my destination. Like, so boom, the Uber driver hangs up on him. Cool, we continue driving. Whatever. The man keeps blowing up his phone. So now the Uber driver answers the call and he's like, you know what? He stops the car and he pulls over. So now I let him pull over, but now I'm just sitting there like, what the hell's going on? So the driver gets off the phone with whoever he's on the phone with, because then he starts talking another language. I think he called one of his friends, whatever. And he turns to me and say, listen, I don't think I'm gonna continue this ride. So now me and Papi Chulo, we going back, because I'm like, sir, what do you mean you're not gonna finish this ride? I'm only 5 blocks away from my house. I paid for this Uber already. I don't know who's calling you, but this is my account and this is my Uber. Now the Uber driver is super confused. So the next time that the person calls, he puts them on speaker for me to hear what he's dealing with. So he puts them on speaker, and the person on the phone is like, man, I'm gonna call the cops. This is fraud. They're using my Uber account, this and that. And I'm staying the fuck silent. He's telling the Uber driver needs to drop me off at the precinct. Precinct?
I don't know what she's looking shocked for. That's where the Uber driver should have dropped her off. Ma'am, you know exactly what you're doing. But I digress. Continue.
Precinct? Over a half off Uber? So now I'm here at precinct and all the red flags is up. Because I'm like, so you know what? Y'all can have this Uber. And I proceed to get myself out the Uber. But guess what? The the Uber guy is like, no, if you say that this is your cab, I don't mean to inconvenience you. Like, you know, I'm going to take you to the destination. I'm going to just stop answering my phone. So I'm like, yes, sir. Like, this is my cab. And I'm just so mad at how inconvenienced I was. And, you know, you pulled over to the side of the road. I felt very unsafe. Like, I just want to get to my destination. Like, I'm copping all types of pleas, all types of lies. Like, so I say all of this to say, y'all keep saying y'all gonna use those half-off Ubermen for Ubers. Baby, they cracking down on those too. Like, how the hell the man who credit card it was get a hold of the Uber account? Like, I thought they ran the Uber accounts and they used the pieces. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, never again. I'm just done with the ghetto shit. Like, at this point, don't take Ubers if you can't afford.
So the video continues. She's not done with the ghetto shit. She actually said she'll do it again. So my question is, like, I'm very curious. I just want to know, did she use a half-off Uber to get back home? Because that's just to drop her off to a destination. Because from what it sounded like, she said it was half off, $40. So that means it took her $80 to get to where she needs to be. And, you know, New York, super busy, super expensive. So did she use the half-off Uber to go back home? Because I want to know. Because if something like that were to happen to me and just that quick, I would be so traumatized. You know, but people nowadays, they have no shame and nothing, and they would do it again. Like, I don't like that type of adrenaline. That's unnecessary adrenaline that I don't need, and I don't need that type of stress. But this is what we're living. You know, this can't be real. Like, no, these people are not real people, because there's no way. Let's just, you know, my girl speak. She gonna break this down again as to what half off Uber is, and after that the video is gonna end. But there's no way this is the new adults. This can't be the new adults. But just to end off my little rant, I have one more video, but don't forget to give a like and subscribe. I will have more videos next week. Half off, guys. Don't do it. Please have some common sense.
Because what do you mean half-off flights? So for those people that don't understand what this whole half-off flights thing is, how it works, I just found this out today, is that the person, the agent, scammer, books tickets using a stolen credit card, right? Let's say they booked the ticket for $1,000, right? They sell that stolen ticket to another person for $500. So in order for you to get the $500 ticket, you gotta pay the scammer $500, which means they are going away with $500 cash, right? The credit card is stolen, so eventually the credit card is going to be reported as fraud. So then the passenger that bought the ticket, you know, boo-boo the fool over here, is gonna go to the airport, and there is going to be airport police waiting at their fucking gate, waiting for them to scan the boarding pass. Why? Because it's fraud. I need people to use your common sense. Why? During holiday season, one of the highest flying times of the year, literally November to January, is the highest flying time of the year besides summer. How is it that you are able to get 50% off of a flight, but the only person that can get you get you on a flight for half off is some random bitch on the street or Instagram or your cousin that be doing some shicey shit? You saw that shit and you believed it?